They pop in. Let me see.
My man RC.
Let's go. We got a
What you
minute.
think, bro?
How much time do you have left on your? I got
There's like a minute
120.
left.
Okay. I just want to make sure we're on the same time frame.
We gotta get some other people in here. People got to answer to their
Uh,
nonsense. We
let
gotta
me
hold
let
some
me
court.
let me see if I can get the link out. 1 second. Pop in.
Looking all raggedy, bro. With a haircut.
Is Chris gonna come? You think? Oh, where'd he go? What happened?
My bad. I had to hop on my laptop. My phone about to
Oh,
die.
okay. What's up, KC?
Is it final? Or we got
23,
40 seconds
20.
left.
We got a few minutes left. A few, maybe like 40. Yeah, I got around 40 seconds left.
It's
Damn,
over.
did you play the first half?
Now I played first quarter and I played full game.
Oh, okay. Man, that first half kind of killed me. But luckily, I Jay talked me into the full game.
Yeah, I was debating first quarter, first half. First half ain't hit though, right?
No, it missed by the hook. I had plus a half, and then
Damn.
yeah, Bucks was they end up winning the half by one.
Yeah, I was in the movies during the first half, bro. Trying to pay attention, but not really.
Yeah, yo, these refs, man, they're just not calling it evenly throughout the game. It's not
Not at
consistent.
all. Not at
Not
all.
consistent. Either way, too. Like, I mean, you could say on both sides. Oh, they quit.
Yeah, all I
They
want is
put their bench.
consistency, bro. I don't want it all from
They
my
put their
team.
bench in.
I just want consistency, and we're getting none of
Yeah,
that, bro. None of that.
yeah. But to be fair though, it's always tough to ref guys like Giannis though.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta adjust as a ref, bro. You can't let him, play football out there. That
Yeah,
I really only watched the fourth quarter, and I saw Jason Tatum get fouled so many times,
yeah.
and no
No, that
Aaron
was
whistle.
happening throughout the. That was actually happening throughout the game. Tatum getting fouled throughout the game. No one was calling anything.
Ridiculous, bro.
There it is. Celtics by 8.
Did
Man, this
JB
would have
get his
been
fourth
this.
rebound?
What was that?
Did JB get his fourth rebound or no? He ended with
JB.
three.
Let's
Yeah, he
see.
ended with three rebounds. God damn. No good.
Well, who'd you have? What was your prop?
Now it was a little late. It was Al Horford over 8.5 points, Drew steal,
Al
and
Horford over 8.5 points.
Yeah, it was like an old line. Like the whole lay was like -1.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay, I got
Yeah.
you. Yeah.
We were thinking about taking all of Al's props, and then we changed our mind at the end, and we're like, "Yo, let's try to be safe."
Yeah. Dang. Yeah, I think because Brown got into foul trouble early, that
Yeah,
kind of messed him up. But that helped
yeah,
me because I had Derek White over rebounds, so he got a few more minutes.
yeah. He ended with 4. That's crazy. Yeah, JT bad shooting night, but ends up with 30. Al Horford game of his life. Game of his life.
Yo, Bucks got nobody else but Giannis right now.
Yeah, I mean it's tough when everything not going in, right? And they
Yep.
talked about Drew. Drew's game 3 was a isolated incident. That boy shot 5 of
Dude, he
22
went
tonight.
5 for 22. That's
5 for
crazy.
22, bro. Come on,
Yeah.
come on.
Yeah.
See, when the Bucks are thriving, people want to talk about the defense,
Yep.
right? When the Bucks are doing bad, oh, it's an off night. Come on now.
You about to catch this? You gonna catch the Warriors game?
Yeah, I don't have any action currently, but I was looking for something because I'm a degenerate. What
Oh,
about
there's
you?
Chris right there. Hold on, get him in there. What's good? We got.
Let's go. Oh my
Let's
god.
go. Do you
Chris look
have any
happier.
action on this?
Chris look
Do you
happier
have
than
any
me.
action on this late game, Chris?
Nope.
No.
Oh my god.
Nope. But I got some money coming my way.
Let's
The bookies
go.
gotta pay me.
Let's go.
Yeah,
When
I
they
think
gonna learn?
a lot of us in our circle got the Celtics. That was good.
Yes, sir.
I like when that happens.
Not a lot of people in my circle had the Celtics.
Nah. We got a lot of slander. Finesse, after you left the spaces earlier, it went down in there. How do I share this, Ron?
Hey.
I need to share this. People need to see this.
Oh, the Twitter link. I posted it on. Let me see if I can get Jane here. Hold on. I posted it on Twitter. It's just real quick.
Hold on.
Like a small tweet.
Let me go grab my other phone. Hold on.
When are they going to learn? When is the learning going to start? Like as human beings, we got to learn. You know what I'm saying? We got to watch and we got to learn. People just watch; they don't learn. You know what I'm saying? Like, come on now, come on, bro. This game ridiculous.
Damn. Let me get
What's the stat? What's the stat Sosa gave? What was it? 12-1. We don't give
12-1. Some crazy shit like that.
Stop playing with me. Chris ready for bed. He counting the money. He about to go to sleep.
He's ready for bed.
Hey, bro, it's all smiles over here. I can't take this cheese off my face. It's stuck like queso.
Were they talking hell shit or something? Or like what was going on?
What? Oh,
I missed the spaces, so
it was crazy in the space today, Ronald. Nobody was on the Celtics today. Just me and Finesse. All by lonesome. I love being contrarian. Absolutely love it. I gotta get on Twitter.
Don't do it, Chris. Don't do it. Don't do it.
I just want to repost the link so people can get in here, man. Ronald deserves the followers, the likes, the views, all that.
Oh man, that's tough. Because I thought a lot of people were on the Celtics. I didn't know it was just us.
Nah, I think
that first half
it
killed me though, man. That was some bullshit.
I think it started that way though, Ronald. I definitely think it started that way though.
What time is that? TNT. It's on TNT. Yeah, Memphis to go and say, okay, it should be starting soon, man.
Ronald, you got any action in this last one?
I took the under full game on personal stuff, but I only gave out the first half Celtics, but which lost. So
yeah, that total was interesting. I mean, I'm sure you did your due diligence. You know what I'm saying? But
yeah,
I was under the assumption. I didn't look at any numbers, but I was just from the eye test that Memphis played a lot faster. You know what I'm saying? Without job, but it's gonna be interesting. Very interesting total.
Yeah, I'm hoping. So when I was talking to Jay earlier, what we were talking about was with Ja out, the pace should be a little bit slower, and then Steven Adams comes in here. They're gonna have to shift the offense because obviously, Steven Adams has the leg up over Looney in the post, definitely. So That's what we're looking at, and I was leaning towards the under in that for that reason.
Yeah, I think Prop God gave out Looney over 3.5 points, and I'm like, yo, how could anybody be set that low? You know, that's kind of crazy. That's like 2 buckets, a bucket and a couple of free throws. Like that shit crazy.
How much time we got left? Maybe I'm gonna look into some props real quick. We got like 3 minutes until the game starts.
Hey Chris, my mention's pretty light right now. I don't know if that's coincidence.
My shit's going up though.
Everybody's sleeping.
Oh yeah, shit. Everybody went to sleep. As soon as the fourth quarter started, everybody fell asleep in that. Now would you look at that?
Come on now, bro.
Hey, this was a very impressive win. A very impressive win.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of things were going against the Celtics, especially on the from a referee standpoint.
Yo, then, it won't even just the refs though, Ron. I did a Spaces live at halftime, and I was talking about how they were getting out rebounded, right? Like they were getting killed on the glass. They had way more turnovers, and I know that's what Udoka was saying in the locker room at halftime. Like, we got to cut down on the turnovers. We have to take better care of the ball, and we can't let them get out in transition. They did a great job of guarding Giannis. Besides Al Horford, he was just scoring on Al Horford left and right, putting his head down. But in the fourth quarter, when the defense really mattered, you could just tell. Like they have no consistency on that team without Chris Middleton being a part of it. Like, I'm cool with Pat Connaughton and Wesley Matthews beating me. I'm totally fine with that.
Yeah.
That's what I was saying. At the start of the series and, after game 1 and game 2, everybody keep mentioning Grayson Allen. You think we're going to be scared of Grayson Allen consistently throughout the series? No, he's going to get hot like every shooter does. You think we're going to, game plan for Grayson? Nah, come on. Stop
game plan for Grayson.
Stop, bro. This shit is nonsense, bro.
Were you guys looking at any other props in this game? The Grizzlies Warriors?
Not at all. I just wanted to kind of sit back and watch, see how both teams responded.
No, I don't. The prop guy. I don't think this is. I think it's gonna go. I think it's gonna go the full 7.
Oh, look, the biggest Bucks fan in the world here. That's crazy. He passed through.
Bucks and 6.
Bucks and 6.
I think it's going 7.
Hey, prop. Let me know how you gonna pay for them shirts that you owe me now. Whether you want to do Cash App, Venmo.
Is that what he said? Is that what he said?
He said he was getting 3 shirts if the Bucks lost today. I'm gonna give them out to the community, But these some nice shirts too. These some nice. I gotta show you how the shirts. This hoodie is this a nice hoodie.
I was waiting for the black. I was waiting for the black, bro. I can't wear no
black. Oh, this so nice and soft and nice. Oh my god, I wear it everywhere.
Your brown skin in the background, like little contrast.
Yes, sir. Copper shirt, copper hoodie, crispycapping.com. That's 2 P's and 2 N's, baby.
Hey, it was hell funny when I was typing your username. I was like, I had no idea there was 2 N's in there. I was like, what is this?
2 P's, 2 N's, baby. Yes, sir.
Come on now. Better stop disrespecting, bro. Talking about Al like he a non-factor. Stop playing with me.
That guy killed it. Hey, can I get your guys' take on the Ja Morant stuff? Do you think Poole when he tugged on his leg, do you think that affected anything?
Nah. I was waiting for Vanessa to go, but I would say nah. Ronald. I think it when you slow it down and you look at it in super slow mo, it don't look like he was making a basketball play. But I think little ticky tack stuff like that happens all the time. It wasn't. I don't think that was. I think that was a 0 on the on the malicious intent. I don't think. I think anything.
I think intent wise, like you're right. He was trying to play defense, but at the same time, I think if you so I've been hooping my whole life, right? And sometimes when you get injured in a certain way, it's not the actual play that you got injured that affected it. Sometimes it could be what happened before. So what I'm saying is, even though it wasn't malicious or with intent, I feel like it did have something to do with the actual outcome of the injury. You don't think so? You don't think so?
Absolutely.
You see how we pulled it to the side though? It wasn't like it wasn't pulling the way that your knee's supposed to go. If that makes sense, it went sideways.
I saw it from 100 different angles. I can't get away from the
Yeah.
video. If you slow down every second of all the 48 minutes in a game, I think we'd be shocked what we see. You know, banging down low, all of that type of stuff. He grabbed. I think it was more like an annoyance kind of thing. Let's try to get under his skin, annoy him. We trapping him. You know what I'm saying? Nothing to it. So Ja could keep tweeting all he wants. That's not gonna win games. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
that's really I don't think it was a factor. What about when I think it was Poole swatted down and stole the ball from Dylan? I forget what game this was. Swatted down, stole the ball from Dylan. Desmond Bain, and Desmond Bain bull rushes his legs. What about that?
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I know what you're saying. I think I remember what you're saying.
I'll try to find it, but yes, absolutely. He knew he lost the ball, so he's like, "Oh, let me dive headfirst into his knees."
Oh yeah. And they called the foul. They called the foul on Poole.
Yeah.
I know what you're talking about, Finesse. Yeah, that was crazy. He took it was a straight head dive straight into his kneecaps. Yeah. And I also think that to your point, Finesse, I also think that because the defensive intensity has been so much more enthusiastic in the Boston and the Boston and Milwaukee series, that if you were to break that film down and look at that film, I think you see a lot more stuff that you'd be like, oh wow, like that's crazy. How was that not a no call? You know what I mean? So I agree with you on that one, Finesse. I don't think it was anything malicious at all. I think Jan. I think Morant is just he's small. I don't think he's grown into his NBA body yet. I think he'll get stronger. I think he'll get bigger. And things like that won't affect him as much. I think it's just part of the growing pains, and it does suck that he's not available for this game. It takes away from the product. It diminishes the product that we're able to see. But I don't think it was anything to it. I don't think Jordan Poole's a dirty player at all, and I definitely don't think he had any malicious intent on that.
No. Memphis is starting off pretty good early.
They typically do, though. They typically do. I had a lean towards not even a strong lean, because I didn't really want to cap this game too much. I really just put all my money on Boston. But I had a strong lean to the plus 9.5. Just because Memphis typically starts hot. They are 20-5 without Ja on the season. And I thought they could continue that. But nothing official for me at all. I just, everything I wanted to play in the Memphis and Golden State game, I took all that and put it on the Boston Celtics as well. So,
yeah, I was leaning that same way too. Like, Chris, you know me in terms of first quarter. So, with a team that supposedly plays better, we could argue all day about that without Ja. I expected to them start out fast, and when you get 3.5 in the first quarter, that's hard to ignore. When you get plus 3.5. So I was leaning that way, and I just think double digits too much. You know what I'm saying? From what we've seen, obviously it's the playoffs, but them boys turn up a notch without John there. So
yeah, that's what I was thinking too. It was a strong lean for me on Memphis. It was just the difference between playoff versus regular season in a situation where you need your key player, your superstar. It's just I just couldn't put my money on it. But that was the way that I was leaning. I think Jay was leaning that way too, but he didn't. I don't think he ended up pulling the trigger either.
Yeah, Jay did the show earlier, right?
Yeah, he did the show earlier.
Yeah, shout out to Jay. I think he just went live. I know he was on Boston as well.
Yeah, he talking.
He went live too.
Yeah, he went live on YouTube. I think he should have. Yeah, you should have just got him in here, man. Send him a link, bro. He can.
I did. I sent him the link already. Oh man,
talking shit too. Yeah, like I said, I don't know when you was on it, Ronald, but when I first got on, I think it was like 10:15 this morning when I texted you, Finesse, something like that. And I told Finesse, I said, yo, I'm on Boston today. Boston today.
What are you doing?
I said, I like it.
I was so confused. I'm like, did he send me a text from 2 days ago or something like that with the green?
You thought it had cashed already. Yeah.
I was like, yo.
Yeah. I texted him back, Ronald. I said, that's how confident I am. I said, I'm gonna go ahead and lock it in already. I'm taking them. I'm taking Boston. Let's go, Boston. And then when I watched Jay's show earlier and I saw Jay was on Boston, I said, oh yeah, we cashing tonight. We are cashing tonight. Woo!
You saw the way Big Al looked at Giannis when Giannis told him?
Yeah. Like he was his father. He looked at him like he was his father.
Why you gonna do that? Why you gonna poke the bear like that? Big Al, a big grizzly bear. You know what I'm saying?
Hey,
Don't poke the bear.
Horford.
That's not safe.
Horford got him back. Horford,
Yeah,
he
that's what I'm
didn't forget.
saying.
He knew at some point he was gonna get him back. That shit
And
was funny.
and the ref should have saved Giannis from that play because when Al blew by him, Giannis fouled him. That little hip check, that's a foul. That's a foul.
Yeah.
So the ref should have saved that man from getting baptized.
Yeah. It's crazy because none of the officiating went Boston's way either. Like none of the officiating. Yeah.
No. There were some phantom ass fouls in that third quarter. On
It really
Boston.
was. Yeah. No, you're right, Ron.
Bro, JT getting tripped to the basket, no calls, just throwing the basket in still, no calls. You know what I'm saying?
Nothing, bro. I'm just happy they was able to get a win with Tony Brothers.
Oh, what was that? That was backcourt. My bad. I'm just watching the game. I know. Young for Youthforia. There you go. Memphis first quarter plus 3.5, looking good.
Euphoria. Yeah. What's up, bro? I know he be in my spaces as well. I know he on my YouTube as well. What's up, bro? Hope you're doing well, man. Hope you cash your bets that you place tonight too, bro. It was a lot of people around on in the spaces on Horford. His threes, I think they were like 3 or 4 threes. I think 4 might have been like plus 1,000, plus 1,200. That cash. A lot of people was on his points and rebounds, which I had a strong lean for that too. But like I said, I dumped all the money on Boston money line. A lot of people was on his points straight up. So yeah, I know a lot of cash was made in the spaces tonight on just on Horford alone. And Tatum.
Did they give a big? What was the main reason why they went in on Horford?
I think just the consistency, Ronald. I think he had been the guy throughout the whole series that's been playing extremely consistent from his rebounds to his points. I think he was the one that was continuously getting the wide open looks, from three specifically, and his points were only sitting there like 11.5. So that's literally like 2 threes and a couple putbacks or layups around the rim. His floater was falling today. He just seemed like he was extremely locked in from the beginning, and he was definitely the MVP of the game because he was the guy that was going when nobody else was going. Jaylen Brown had different spurts throughout the game where he was scoring. Same thing with Tatum, but then they would go cold, and it seemed like every time Horford got the ball, he would make 2 before he missed 1. So shout out to Horford, man. He won me a lot of money tonight. Love you, Al Horford.
He might be MVP of the series so far in terms of consistency and spark plug and what he's doing for the team. Come on now.
Turning back the hands of time.
No, you're right. You're right. It makes a lot of sense. I mean, like without what he's done so far in the series, they probably wouldn't even win one game at this point.
Yes, sir. His ability to be able to rebound the ball, his ability to be able to score, and not just rebound and score, but also just defend Giannis at a very high level. Like we did not see this level of defensive intensity from him throughout the regular season, man. I absolutely love it. Thank you, Al.
Did you guys know? Did you guys know Robert Williams was going to be out?
Yeah. Not until the spaces start. Not until we were about halfway through the spaces, Ronald. I had already put my bet in. I had put my bet in before, and that's what I told Finesse when we were live in the spaces. I think it might have been 30 minutes before they say he was out with the knee injury. And the funny thing is, Ronald, I was actually going to put, let's see, 2.5 units more. And when I got home from work, I told my girl, I said, Boston. I said, I'm going Boston tonight. I said, take Boston, put some money on Boston. And then she was like, what should I do? Should I do first quarter, first half? Should I do full game? I said, I'm riding full game. I'm taking the money line. If you want to take the plus 1.5, you can take the plus 1.5. She was like, which one do I do? Can you press the button for me? Because I'm talking about like we trying to get some some credit cards and some car payments and
so
basement finish type money.
You and your girl got separate accounts and y'all just be consulting with each other. What the fuck?
She said, what do I do? So I ended up texting her, and she sent me a screenshot while I was doing the space. She said, which one do I play? I said, Robert Williams just got ruled out. I said, I'm letting mine rock though. I said they was able to win a game without Marcus Smart, and the desperation factor to me just means too much.
Mm-hmm. Oh, did he cut out? Did he cut out?
Yep.
Oh no! It sounded like he was getting into. It sounded like he was getting into something good too.
Yeah.
Oh, there he is. He's back. You good? I think you're. I don't. We don't hear you. Memphis is 13. 13-8 with 6 minutes left.
Oh, so they locking up. Damn.
Yeah. They don't trust Green at all. He's shooting. Damn, Curry's so smooth with the ball, dude. It's ridiculous.
He is.
Yo, are we gonna stop, Chris? Are they gonna stop saying that Drew's game 3 was a aberration? Are they gonna stop saying that?
Probably not. You know.
Yeah, probably
Like,
not. Right? Fuck it.
Who cares? You know.
Yeah.
Like I said, we talked about this earlier in the group text. Like situational basketball, Drew would need to have his best game of the season next game because Middleton not coming back to save him, and you know Giannis gonna be Giannis. But what else are you going to get from these role players, right? What we're gonna get from Wesley Matthews and Pat Connaughton and Bobby Portis and Brook Lopez on the road next game? What are we going to get? You know, so
yeah, shifting back to Boston. Oh my god, what is the line out yet, or what would you predict the line is going to be?
I think
I think it's gonna go back Bucks way. Wait. No, they're going back to Boston. That's right.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Yeah.
I
think it'll be Boston -2.
I forgot it was
minus
2. Yeah. Nah,
Should be
was
like
what?
Boston
It was-
-1.5 or something like that.
It should be like 4 or 5, isn't it? Because it.
Ooh, 5.5
For Boston.
Boston 5.5 Wednesday at 7 p.m.
That's telling. I mean, just based off of the line, that's telling us it's Boston.
That's crazy, bro.
Isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, heavily favored towards Boston.
Yeah.
Oh my! He just airballed a layup.
Don't you just love when that happens? Giannis know about that.
Yeah, Boston -5.5. That's crazy.
That's outrageous. That's outrageous.
Hey, it's consistent though. The bookmakers have been giving you a discount on Boston all series. Even game 1 was 4.5. Remember, like it was 4.5, and I was like, man, I think Boston win this game, but I don't know if they can win by 4.5. Of course, they lose straight out, but I'm like, damn, like that's a lot. You know what I mean? That shows you that Boston is the better team in the series.
I mean, you know, I expect Milwaukee money to come in.
Of course,
push the line a little bit, but
yeah,
that makes it almost unattractive. That line, you know, as much faith as I have, you know, I'm not dumb. You know, watching 4 games of how this series has went, that's a lot of points.
Yep, that's a fact.
Today's game shouldn't even been that close. Without the Wesley 3 from the corner, without the Pat 3 from the top of the key, this game would have been out of hand with a couple minutes left.
Hey, Finesse, you know what's crazy? What's crazy is when you left the spaces earlier. I don't know if shout out to Prop. I don't know if he's still on here or not. Hey, when you left the spaces earlier, he said, "Chris, you expect this game to be close, right?" And I said, "Yeah." I said, "Oh yeah, he on here."
Yeah, he
right
of course he is.
Said, look. It's crazy because the space is recorded. I always record them so you can go back and listen to them. He said, "Chris, you expect the game to be close, right?" I said, "Yeah, it'll be close." I said, you know, if anything, I can see Boston, you know.
Or he's cutting out again.
Always cut off in the juicy parts, bro.
Yeah, it is. That's hella funny.
Yeah, I know what he was going to say. Prop was going to say, "Oh, Milwaukee's clutch and close games and blah blah blah." That's what he was going to say.
Hey, did you see one of my last tweets though? When Giannis was at the free throw line, he was dead tired, and as soon as I tweeted, I was like, "Yo, he looks tired. That's gonna affect the ending of this game." Right after the next time out, he was out for like a minute to get his rest, and then Boston took over. They took over. I think they ended up leading by 6 points or something like that. And then after that, it was done. It was momentum shifter right there.
Yo, Prop love talking, bro. Just hold it. I'm gonna give it to you here. Here you go. Wait, here. I'm gonna get at you. Take it, bro.
Gave him a little L.
Come on, stop playing with me. Just hold the L. You get him next time. Kiddo. Come on.
Hey,
job not finished.
I was about to say, yeah, I don't know how my service cut out, but Prop was saying, he would say, Chris, you said you thought it was gonna be a close game, right? And I was like, yeah, it'll be close. I said, but I can see Boston winning by 5. And he said, hold on, what? He said, you being disrespectful. I said, no, I can see Boston winning by 5. And Boston wins by 8. So, shout out to Boston.
Shout out to Prop. Wait, here you go, right here. Biggest Milwaukee fan in the world, right here. Number 1 contender. Biggest Milwaukee fan in the world.
Hey, if the Bucks end up playing Golden State, I don't know who you gonna pick, Vanessa.
You're gonna be like, Bucks and 5, some shit like that.
See, that's the thing for me. I can't. I don't have a team in Seattle anymore. So unless we're talking WNBA, so I don't have like that team that that's gonna take away from my betting angles. Just like trying to bet with my heart versus my brain or my head. I don't have that no more. So it makes it a little bit easier for me.
That's what I've struggled with. I try to keep the fandom out of it. You know what I'm saying? But I also watch my team more than any other team. So when I say I expect them to respond, it hasn't always worked out, but worked out today.
How often do you bet against your team?
I try to stay away. You know what I'm saying? Like, unless I find angles. Last couple of weeks of the season, I was really attacking Boston first quarter on the road. They went on like a crazy ass stretch, so I was attacking them. But most of the time, I try to stay away. But now it's playoffs and everybody talking shit, get me hyped up, pulling at the heartstrings. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for me, to compartmentalize in my mind. That's it. That's it. Man. They got an emoji for this or not?
I need one, bro. I just want to rub the money together, baby.
That's it.
Oh man, it would have been better, man. I think it would have been live if we were watching the game, like maybe like 8 minutes into the fourth quarter. If we did this during that time,
I would have been a waste of airtime on here. I wouldn't have been able to compose myself.
Hey, bro, I almost knocked my chest out of my knocked my heart out of my chest. I was pounding my chest so hard. When Tatum was getting the air ones, I was just like,
Bro, I was in the bathroom. I just got back from the movies. I went to the bathroom. I was going nuts in the bathroom, bro. My door's scratching at the doors and shit. Think I'm fucking dying. That shit was nuts, bro. Between Big Al, between Tatum not getting no fouls and still putting the bucket in the basket in the fucking bucket, it was craziness, bro.
And Marcus Smart, Finesse. We can't forget about Marcus Smart. Big boy and all those little guards, taking them straight to the paint.
Yeah, and Drew was trying it too. Drew was trying to get physical and try to just bricking. Yo, Chris, you remember that one of the last plays where it looked like Drew threw it like this behind his back, and it looked like it was a shot, but
to Brook Lopez when he got the dunk.
Yeah. Was that a pass?
Yeah, it was a pass. It was a pass. He
I think it was a pass.
Y'all not gonna convince me that shit was a pass, bro. No.
It was a pass. I think it was a pass. There's no way the way he wound up and threw it, that looked like a pass.
That was a
prayer.
No, I feel like if it was a shot, the form would have looked a lot different.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you on that one, Ron.
Yo, this is pretty low. I like it.
You're gonna see. They're gonna make something else up to stop continue disrespecting us. Sosa talking about, take the 10 plus at plus 500. That's what they were talking about, Ronald. That's what they were talking about.
Yeah, it was wild, bro. It was mad disrespectful in his faces today. And when you left, and it was me by myself. And I told him, I said, you know what? I said, I like being contrarian. It's cool. I hold it down. I got Boston. I'm bleeding green today. Cut me. Watch what happened.
I wonder what's gonna be next. Drew not gonna shoot as bad.
You can't ask more from Giannis. He went over his player prop.
And
he giving it his all. You know what I'm saying? The only thing I can't get with is him playing football. I respect him as a player. All of that. I respect the grind, but
no more 30-yard runs with truck sticks.
Bro, he like fucking Bo Jackson out there. Like, come on, bro. Stop. And he knows the game. He's smart. You know what I'm saying? So he know 80% of the time the ref's not gonna blow nothing.
Mm-hmm. That's a fact.
Why not continue?
That's a fact.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised the way that Boston's defending him though, because like if you watch the first round against Giannis, the way that they were defending him made him get into foul trouble by offensive fouls. They're not playing him the same way. Boston's not playing him. They're giving him space.
That's another thing. Like, how much do we have to go through as a team? You know what I'm saying? Grant Williams 5 fouls, JB early foul trouble. Another game is Tatum. Another game is Marcus Smart. Like they trying the NBA trying it. Boston just don't give a fuck. That's really just what it is.
Yeah. Yo, Memphis is taking
I
this.
meant to say it in the spaces too, Chris, but I forgot. I was like, yo, get your plus money and put your tickets on Boston winning the series. Get your plus money. You couldn't get it. You couldn't get it before the series started.
I thought about that too, Finesse. I thought about that too, bro.
Mine is in. Mine is in. I put my money where my fandom is. You know what I'm saying? So get the plus money while you still got it. I don't know what it is now with the series tie, but get your plus money, write it out.
That's a fact, because I do think that y'all win in the next game too, Finesse. So, and that's how it's gonna be determined. You know, maybe they go back home and they force a game 7 and game 6. You know, but I definitely think y'all win the next game too. The momentum get carried over. I think Udoka get the boys ready. And I also think that because y'all play so terribly that y'all still have room to grow and learn from your mistakes. Like y'all did not play a good game at all. Like y'all was supposed to lose this game. The offensive rebounds, like I said, the turnovers, you know, how bad Tatum shot the ball up until the fourth quarter started. Like, like not having Robert Williams to be able to have, you know, be an extra body, like all of that. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, and that's what I'm saying, you know. There's no excuse for JT playing. I expected it. Listen, boy dropped 30, right? So, but I expected a more efficient night, which would have made our job a lot easier, you know, as a team. But he got the job done, so he got to find a way to be more efficient. But I mean, we'll take it. You know, looking at the box score, Marcus Smart 18 and 8, we'll take that. You know what I'm saying? Greg Williams in foul trouble. Al Horford 30.
I'll tell you with Tatum, dude. It was when I was watching, because we were all in Boston when they were down. Man, I hated it. Was the third quarter. I hated, at halftime, right before half. I think like 2 minutes into the before half. Tatum came in and he shot like 3 threes in a row. Dude just sat there, you know, just watching his ball, waiting until it was either going to go in or hit the rim. And by the time he got back on defense, Bucks already scored. Man, dude, it was pissing me off because I had the first half and losing by the hook in that fashion, it was just sucked because it didn't have to come down to those fouls at all. They should have been up by 4 at the very least at halftime.
Yeah, and that's a great point. You know, somebody in Spaces said, you know, the transition points is what killed us. And a lot of the times it's the bitching and moaning on one end when stuff is not going our way or the whistle's not being blown. You got to move on. You know what I'm saying? We have to set our defense. We can't allow these guys to go downhill and get the jump on us. We just can't. Not in a series like this. You know what I'm saying? If
you put Milwaukee in a set offense, they can't do anything because the only way that they're successful is if you have Giannis full speed ahead, pretty much.
That's
you know what I mean.
That's a fact. That's a fact, Ronald. Their half court offense is not nearly as productive as their fast break offense at all.
Hey, shout out to
even when
it's the Brooklyn way.
The Brooklyn way.
And that's what BG said. It is that, you know, in terms of the half court offense, what the offensive rating looks like as opposed to on a break. You know, and it makes a lot of sense.
That's a fact. Shout out to BG.
The other thing too,
he was also riding with us too, Finesse. It was me, you, and him. He was the only other person on Boston tonight.
Smart man.
The other thing too, when you look at Bucks offensive, especially when Middleton's not on the court, like you see Giannis up at the top of the key, he actually steps back to give him room to get some momentum. If you see that, just to sort of like simulate like a fast break. Because he can't really run a set offense. I mean, he's just not patient enough.
But that's the read, right? That shit is easy to read. That's why Marcus Smart can get there with 2 seconds, you know, to spare and just stand there and take the charge. And hopefully it gets cold. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully the right call gets cold.
Hey, shout out to Marcus Smart too. The last play I gave out as just a lean was Marcus Smart being the X factor tonight. Points sitting at 13.5, cash it. 15 plus 124. Cash it. PRA sitting at 24.5. Cash it. All that. Let's go, Marcus Smart. He always the X factor. When he play extremely well, Boston is extremely hard to stop and extremely hard to beat. So definitely needed that. I know Jaylen Brown didn't play as good today, but shout out to Big Al. Shout out to Tatum for recognizing the moment, like recognizing how much this game meant for him, but also how much this game meant for his legacy, to be able to play that well and close the game out on the road against the defending champs in a must-win game so you don't go down 3-1. Shout out to Jason Tatum, man.
Yeah, Big Al too. Big Al too. You don't want to be remembered for them OKC days, them Philly days where you could barely get on the floor. So now he back home playing a key role, every single game. We run a 7-man rotation, and Al Horford is a big mainstay in that rotation. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to him, bro. 38 and a half years old, whatever the fuck. Balling
38
out. Balling out. That shit crazy.
That's a fact.
Let's see.
Wow, Grizzlies clamping up, huh?
Yep. Defense. Yeah, they're this. I mean, what are they gonna do without Ja? They have to focus on the defense. I think without Ja, the main thing is for them to play defense and keep the game close as possible, and just give themselves an opportunity to win at the end.
And I'll tell you that man don't get talked about a lot. That man Zaire Williams is a very important piece, bro. Coming off the bench, being able to knock down the open shots. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he gets talked about enough. 5 quick points from that man early.
Yep. I had a feeling it was going to go this way, which is why I didn't make anything official at all.
You played first quarter too? I played the first quarter. Any movie theater.
For Boston?
Yeah.
Nah, like I said, I had a really strong lean towards it, but I dumped all my money on Boston. Just the -2 for the full. I mean, not the -2, the money line for the full game. -105. I said, you know what? I'm putting all of it. I don't even want to split it up. Just give me all of it. I think Boston, a must-win game. They got to win. That's all I know for sure, for certain. I don't know how it's going to, turn out, but give me Boston.
Yeah, game 5 gonna be interesting as hell, bro. I can't wait to hear the excuses.
5.5.
Yeah, that's a lot of points, bro.
It's definitely a lot of points.
Is Robert Williams out just this one game, or is it a lingering?
That's gonna be an interesting question. I'm pretty sure Udoka gonna get asked that during the post-game conference, Ron.
Yeah, JT need to get his shit together, though. We need more efficiency. I don't even know. How did Tom Lawrence aggravate it? I don't even know what happened.
I ain't see it either, Finesse. I saw,
I didn't see that.
Somebody added me and put $142.80 on the alternate spread for Boston to win by 3.5. Got paid out $4.92. Shout out to Christopher Gorski. Okay, Christopher, good job, bro.
So sad. I didn't suit up tonight. Oh gosh. Where they at? Where are they?
It's a long ass commercial.
Yeah, I can't wait.
You guys cap tomorrow's game yet?
Not at all. Between baseball and NBA,
it's just so much shit to go through, huh?
Bro, there's like 18 fucking MLB games every day trying to pick my spots, and that shit crazy.
Hey, Vanessa. Elijah said, tell Prop I want one of them shirts he buying.
That giveaway gonna be sweet as hell. The community won it, bro. Them Celtics shirts. Shout out to them.
Oh man! Somebody said me 2. Somebody said me 3.
I can't see any other way besides 7 games. As of right now, I can't see it. So we're gonna get 7 games of this. Handle business in Boston, and we good to go. And we'll see the Heat. We'll see the Heat in the Eastern Conference Finals.
Yeah.
Which is a better matchup for us, by the way.
Really? You think so?
Yes.
I'm gonna see. I'm gonna see the totals down to like 199. I bet you.
That shit might be 169 for real, Ronald.
Because that's our problem.
Crazy.
You know, dealing with the three big guys, you know, in the middle. That's our problem. And Miami can't offer that. So Miami got a bunch of dogs, but so do we. So I'll take our dogs versus anybody.
Dodgers and Brewers. Did you guys? Is that what you guys was on?
Yeah, Dodgers stole a lot of money today. A lot of fucking money.
What were they
Shit
like
was
minus 250 or something?
Bro, the run line, the money line was minus like 250 or something. The run line was minus 140. It was crazy. I took it anyways, though.
I should have went official on this fucking under.
Yeah, the under.
Yeah, the under definitely gonna hit in this one. Hey, Ronald, did you look up Memphis splits over under wise without Ja Morant in the lineup?
Yeah, it was like it was pretty even. Here, let me bring it up. Let me see if I can just
See, so I stand by my analysis of the Celtics Bucks pregame. The Bucks absolutely choked in the fourth quarter, and Drew Holiday was absolutely horrendous down the stretch. Come on, stop it, bro. Just hold it. That's it. That's what you got.
Hey, Vanessa, do like this, bro.
Yeah, that's all you gotta do. Just when you cash, you cash. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, what's this?
That's Spodez.
Spodez. All right, so we're looking at what did you want to see again?
I wanted to see over under for Memphis Grizzlies this season.
I gotta go to the other side. Hold on.
Yeah, where you going to kill it?
Dog.
Kill it. Yeah.
This one has the this one you can pull up the player.
I was watching your video earlier. Over under totals Memphis Grizzlies without Ja Morant this season, 2022.
Shit like trigonometry.
Oh no, it's way crazy.
Can you guys see it clearly, or is it small? Like,
Nah, yeah, you good.
Yeah, you good.
Okay. So this is Grizzlies without Ja this season, including the regular season and playoffs. So 13 and 12 on the over under. So if you watch earlier, this is all right. So this is basically how I capped this under on this game. So if you can see here, obviously we're using Ja right here in this example, the Grizzlies without him, and we look at the total, 221, about 222, 221, 222 here, and the closing total was 223 or around there. The time during around the time we did the show, and then what I did was I looked at how they do as road dogs in this situation without Ja, and you can see here 106 ish. So that's down to 212. And that for me, that's just a little telling story that in a certain situation, as a road dog without Ja, they were a lot different than when they were at home. Because if you look at how they did at home as dogs, 4-1, 4-1, 4-1 for the over, and you can see the gap here. Obviously, you also want to look at who they played, right? So we look at 76ers here, Suns, Celtics, so these and the Nets. So these guys aren't like these weak ass teams. You know what I mean, they're not the Kings, the Thunder. So that that this is the type of numbers they put up against playoff caliber teams. So that's pretty much part of the capping process here that I was looking at.
And it makes a lot of sense. On the road, as a dog, relying on your defense without your best player makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Is that a free software? I need to learn how to use this shit, bro.
Yeah. Both of these are free. Give me the dog and Spodevs. So I want to show you guys this. So this might help you real quick, Finesse and Chris on MLB. So every morning on Spodevs, right? They have this data center. You can head over to MLB. They have all these matchups right here, right? So if you want to go to, like, let's say you were talking about Dodgers Pirates, so you go Dodgers Pirates matchup, and they give you a lot of the at a glance stuff. You see the starter here, the current ERA, WHIP, average innings pitched for the games this season, what was dope too is like you can look at the result for the straight up, and you can look at over under after the certain situation, and you can see here the highlights right here. That means it's active. So obviously, Dodgers came off a win, Pirates came off a loss. So they're Dodgers. So you look at this 5-0 off a win, but obviously, what was the closing score?
I think it was 5-1.
5-1. Okay. Another way to look at it. So you have the starter analysis here.
Wow.
So you have the starter analysis here for Urias and Quintana. You have all their. This is all current season. So ERA, last three, home, day, night. The one thing to note, though, I noticed that this site was highlighting night on some of the day games, so you probably want to look into that, or just make sure you don't always follow what's being highlighted. But so that's some of the stats there. And then you got the stat analysis for the bats. So this is going to be helpful here. So basically, how Dodgers do against lefties overall this season, Pirates against lefties. You got the home away split, right? So Dodgers home, Dodgers away, Pirates home. How they doing last five, after wins, after losses, etc. And then you got the bullpen. This is what I use this bottom part for, the bullpen here. I think later on, once we get more, they get more stats. I think they have some umpire stats here, but I think it's too early to do stuff. So if you go to the NBA, they actually got referee stuff.
Bro, that is you blowing my fucking mind right now.
Yeah, that's crazy. I was actually looking at it earlier, Ron. I was looking at it earlier because I went back and watched the video or the
how
live
much time
that you
it
did.
takes me to pull this info that you're showing me. That's all on one fucking page.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yeah. So this, and then this is the rep stuff. So Mark Davis is today.
Hey, we broke that curse too. We broke that. We broke that. That referee curse today too.
Yeah, so this is the reason why I pull up these stats every morning. I mean, these are the main reasons I pull up stats every morning. The main sources I use to pull up stats in the morning, and then so I run my systems. Both in on SpoDevs, and then also on Action Network. You know, the Sports Insight, because you're able to build systems there too. So what happens is whenever a system becomes active, I look into that game. I just bring it over to here and do like a quick glance at everything to see if I agree with it or not. Because with systems, you don't really want to just blindly tail them. Plus, it really depends on your strategy with these systems too. Some people they try to build systems to a point where they're like 90%, right? But then it's very it's not really active, and then they just blind tail those. But with a small sample size, it's hard to blind tail those because you don't know if it's just like a coincidence versus something that happens often. So what I like to do is build systems with a high outcome, right? So like in the NBA, like 200 games or something like that, throughout history. That tells me that this happens often, and even if it's not 90% win rate, it is still like 58%. So I could still see an edge right there, right? 58% obviously in the NBA is an edge that you can use, and then after that you dive deeper into it with all the stats that you find on these sites.
Yeah, I gotta learn how to start building my systems, like my own systems and all of that type of shit, because that's invaluable and such a time saver, bro.
Yeah,
and that's what it's all about too now. With both sports happening, and some motherfuckers do hockey and basketball and baseball and
WNBA and
yeah. So like with WNBA, I do that all manually just because I know it, like I follow it and stuff. But like if I was to bet NHL, that's something I would just do based off off the numbers only. I wouldn't be able to talk the sport. I wouldn't be able to talk the show.
But it's profitable based on the numbers, Ron?
Yeah, you can definitely do it based off of the numbers. But the way that I work is I need it to make sense to me. And even if I did make a system, like a very profitable system in hockey, it's just hard for me to trust it when I don't really understand it.
Yeah, I think that's dangerous in any situation. You know, you can have a really large sample size, and that's cool as like a baseline. You know what I'm saying? But
Mm-hmm.
can't rely on just numbers, right? Because basketball ain't
Yeah,
played
exactly.
on paper. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah. This is my guy Kevin here, Better's Box. He does a baseball podcast. He's really dope. But the Kevin, the systems for me really just saves time, right? Like you put up all the upfront work to create these systems, um, and especially if you have it for multiple years and you back test it and all that stuff, it really does save you a lot of time. And obviously, rule changes, roster changes, league changes, all that stuff affect the systems, right? Because the way that you build it is based off of those things, right? Rest, rule changes. Like you don't want, obviously one big thing last year, especially and this year, was the free throw adjustments, the foul adjustments, right? So we were seeing like totals that were too high or totals that were too low, things like that. So that you have to adjust those systems over time based off of rules. But really, systems are for me to just save time, so I don't have to look at all the noise. You know what I mean? Like if I don't have an edge on it, I mean, I don't want to look at that game at all.
I don't know, educating the people. I know I'm here for the lesson.
That's a fact. Yeah, my man putting equal signs and fucking colon and all that shit. I'm like,
Greater than
Pull
less
this shit
than
out.
sign.
like he graded my fucking trigonometry fucking test.
Yo, this is the lowest scoring. Okay, I'm loving this.
Yeah, I'm not.
Golden State
As
got
long as there's no
26
OT,
points with
I'm
4
good.
minutes left. That's
Yeah,
crazy.
don't you just hate when you take an over and it's like 40-30 in the first fucking quarter? Like that shit just crushes your fucking soul.
Hey Ronald, I guarantee you probably use Spodaz and Killer Sports to look at how much Golden State scores after scoring 140 points in the previous game. I
You
bet you
can
they
do
go
that.
under. I bet you they go
You know,
under the next game. Yeah.
the one that I look at based off like current NBA is 120. I think 120 is a good
Indicator.
cutoff point. Yeah.
Yeah.
I use 120. I use over 120 and under 100 for current NBA form.
Mm. Mm. I had a really nice lean. I gave it out to somebody that tweeted me. For Tyus Jones over 12 and a half points. I think it was plus money. I said I'd take him up to 15. He got 10 already. Damn. I ain't even play it.
Tyus Jones got 10 points already.
He got 10 points. He cashing from 3. I think he done hit 2. I just felt like he get more minutes, so it'd be him, especially with Steven Adams back in the rotation. Like, it's got to be somebody that can score.
It's actually, so I'm looking league wide after a team scores 140 or more. It's actually 14 and 16 over under. So it's not that big of a gap.
Can you see using that, Ronald? Can you see individual teams total over under, or can you just see the full game?
Individual teams, as in like, what do you mean?
Like Golden State, like how many points they average after scoring 120 points in the previous game?
Oh yeah, you can do that. Yeah, let me bring that up again.
Ronald can figure out everything, bro.
Yeah. We're looking at the Warriors. Fuck. And then after they scored 120 or more?
Yeah, previous score points 120 or more.
So Warriors, after they score 120 or more, 114.18.
114.1.
Yeah.
So about 114 points. What's their record, Ronald? Go back up to the top.
Yeah. 19-3 straight up, 10-2 against the spread. So we look at how they do against teams with a winning record, though. I like looking at that, especially in the playoffs.
Oh, yeah. Nine and 2. They typically play well.
Sorry. Yeah, 9-2. Let's see. So just looking at this, looking at who they played, a lot of it was during that first round.
Mm-hmm. When they got everybody back, that makes sense. I wonder
There's
what their
a
live team total is now.
on
They
the
probably get to whatever their total is.
on this Give Me the Dogs. I haven't messed with it too often, but I believe it has like pace and like offensive rating and defensive rating. But I gotta
Hold on, season 2021 team players. I mean, I
so
guess
this is away. This is away and then dog.
AD is away
Right.
dog.
Yeah, so if you did it separate, like you could just say like away, right? Or you could say just dog, but then you put it together, AD, right? And then here is just saying like, all right, well, the player, you're doing it by player, and then you say the player's name, minutes equals 0. Like if you wanted to see a 76ers and then without Joel Embiid, right? And then let's just take this out for now. So this is them this year without them, right? 104.75, 111 average. Kind of want to look at who they played a little bit here. Another thing to look at too is you can kind of look at like the field goals percentages and things like that in those games as well. So if we let's say, all right, 104.75, 111, and then let's say, all right, what about when he did play, right? We'll just go over 0. You can kind of see the net rating or the net points shift the other way.
That is very interesting, bro.
What trend works for me effectively is comparing games when they're faves dogs by a certain spread home. So the sometimes euphoria. Sometimes when you do like you want to make sure that gap, the certain spread gap, isn't too tight, because then it would really, it could be how would you say, like kind of fitting. You it would be fitting, because like if you were saying, all right, what if the line was -5 to -7, they're 10-0, but then from 7 to 10, they're 2-8. You know what I mean? Like that, to me, that's not really telling a story, because if you say from 5 to 10, it's 10-10, or like 12-10, whatever it is. But so it's not as good looking as you think it is. So I think one thing to know is just when you do stuff like that, does it make sense, right? Like in that small gap, right? Because you're cutting off 4.5, or you're cutting off 7.5 in those lines, and then also where are they getting the lines from?
Ooh.
That's sharp. That's super sharp, bro.
Hey Ronald, I'm gonna hop up off of here. I gotta fucking work in the morning.
Yeah, me too. I gotta get the kids ready for bed, anyways.
Hey, I just want to leave off with one thing. Y'all ready? Let me find it. I just want to leave off with one thing.
I think so.
Me too.
He was ready. He was ready.
That's all I got for the people.
Yes, sir. We got that money today.
You got the ref right there too, just waiting to call a foul on the Celtics. See the look in his eyes.
You got the whistle in his mouth. Pause.
All
right, guys.
Me, bro.
All right.
Yeah,
Peace.
always.
And we gotta do this again. This is fun. This is actually really fun.
Sure. When you let us know.
Yeah, during the game. During the game. I fuck around, go viral.
Let's go. All right, bro. Peace.
I'll holla at y'all.
Appreciate y'all, man. I'll talk to y'all later.